Hello Year 2 and welcome to today's phonics session. We will be thinking today about editing and improving a little bit more. Yesterday we focused on editing and today we will focus on improving. You will need a sheet of paper and a pen or a pencil for today's session, so please pause the video and collect these things now. Okay, we're going to start off just having a little look at how we can edit this sentence. Now, I've not given you the sentence strip this time, but I hope you can remember. So I'd like you to have a go at rewriting this sentence and just fixing any little bits that aren't quite right. Please pause the video now and have a go. Okay, great job. So there were a couple of things that I was really happy with the sentence. I really liked that the finger spaces were all the right size. I liked that it had a full stop on the end, and I thought that most of the spelling was pretty good. Let's just have a look at how we could polish it then, how we could just edit it a little bit. So we did need to have a capital letter in the word we, and we needed to remember to have an apostrophe in the word won't. In the first sentence, are was written like this. In the second sentence, we've polished it to be written are, or some people say our, correctly. Okay, but other than that, I think it was a pretty good sentence. So well done, guys. Okay. So today we're thinking about improving our writing, and there's a few different words that people use when they're talking about improving writing. So they might say improving, they might say up-leveling, or they might say polishing. I normally use the word polishing, and I think this picture here is a really good way of explaining what polishing is. So here we've got a metal pot, okay? You might have something similar to this in your garden with some flowers on. And I'm sure it's a pretty good pot. It looks like it could hold lots of flowers. If that's what I wanted to use it for, it's a nice big size. Looks like it's quite strong, quite good. But over here you can see that it's quite dull and it doesn't look so pretty, okay? But on this side, where it's been polished, just on this bit here, you can see that it looks really shiny and amazing. And when we're polishing, what we're doing is we're taking something that's already good and we're just making it even more fabulous, okay? And that's what we're going to be doing with your writing. So we're going to take some writing that's already very good, because you've clearly worked really hard on it, because we know at Mainey School we always aim high, but we're going to take something good and make it even more amazing, okay? I hope you're ready. Okay, so I've got a sentence here. I saw a cat. Now, there's nothing wrong with this sentence. It's a good sentence. Got my capitals, good finger spaces, makes sense, punctuation at the end. I've spelt everything correctly. But I think we could make this sentence just a little bit better, couldn't we? So let's have a look at how I can make this sentence better. So I could say, I saw a beautiful cat resting on a brick wall. So I've described the cat and I've added a little bit more information. I didn't just see a cat, I saw it resting. It looks kind of to me like it's having a little snooze. And it was sitting on a brick wall. So I've given even more detail. So I've gone from a sentence that was okay, made sense, to a sentence that I'm reading it now and I'm starting to think, oh, that's quite a good sentence. Do you think I could polish it even more, guys? Should we have a look? I saw a beautiful cat resting on a brick wall when I was walking home. So I've added even more detail. You know the cat's beautiful, you know it was resting on a brick wall, and now you know when I saw it, when I was walking home. Oh, this sentence is starting to get quite fancy, isn't it, Year 2? Do you think we can up-level it? Do you think we can polish it one more time? Let's go for it. I saw a beautiful fluffy cat resting on a cool brick wall when I was walking home. Ooh, so I've added in just a few more adjectives. I've made some expanded noun phrases there in my sentence. And now I've got quite an amazing sentence. So can you see how I went from I saw a cat, which was okay, but it was a bit of a boring sentence, wasn't it? And each time I've just made it a little bit better. Okay, let's see if we can try another one then. So, the man walked his dog. Now, this sentence is correct, isn't it? Capital letters in the right place, spelling's right, it makes sense, I've got my finger spaces, I've got my full stop at the end, I'm happy with all of that. But I wonder if you guys could perhaps have a go at polishing this sentence, up-levelling it and making it even better. Okay, so pause the video, have a look at the picture. It might give you some clues, might give you some ideas, and have a go at just making this sentence even better, at polishing it. Okay, off you go. Okay, super. So there will be loads and loads of different ideas. I don't think any of you will have come up with the same idea because there's so many fabulous things you could have done. So I'm just going to show you an example of how I have polished the sentence. This doesn't mean it's the best way. You might have come up with something even more fabulous. Okay, so I changed the sentence to, the tall, kind man quickly walked his adorable dog around the park. And I've just shown you in this kind of orangey red colour the bits that I've changed. So I chose to describe the man. I used an expanded noun phrase to describe him. I described how he walked. He was walking quickly. I described his dog. I thought the dog was adorable. And I described where they walked, or I explained where they walked. Sorry, I could have described it. I could have said around the big, green park, or around the busy, noisy park. I could have done all of those things, but I chose not to in this sentence, okay? I would love to see how you guys have polished this sentence and made it even better. I'm sure you've had some really fabulous ideas. Okay, let's try another one then. So here we've got the sentence, some children played with a ball. Again, there's nothing wrong with the sentence, it's fine. I've got capitals, finger spaces, good spelling, punctuation, all those bits and bobs that we've talked about. But I do think we could probably polish it and make it a little bit better. So I'd like you to have a go, pause the video and see if you can make this sentence more fabulous. Okay, let's have a look. Again, this is just how I've done it. I'm sure you've come up with some really brilliant ideas. I often find in the classroom, you guys come up with ideas that are way, way more exciting than mine. Okay, so make sure you send them in to me. Let's have a look. So I've said 3 young children happily played with a bright green ball at playtime. So I swapped the word some. I changed it to 3 young children, because I could see that there were some children, and from the picture I thought that they looked quite young. I've explained that they happily played with the ball. They've all got quite smiley faces, so I thought that would be a good way to describe how they were playing. I've described the ball, I called it bright green, and instead of just they played with the ball, I've told you when they played with the ball, at playtime, okay? I'm sure you've got some fabulous sentences at home. Again, I really would love to see them. Okay, so here is a challenge for you. I would like for you to choose a book that you really, really love, okay? And I want you to have a go at up-levelling or polishing some of the author's sentences. Now, I think just because they're published authors doesn't mean that they've necessarily got the world's best sentences, okay? So I want you to take one of their books and make it even better. You don't need to use the whole book. You might choose sort of 3 or 4 sentences. That's absolutely fine, okay? But I want you to have a go at just seeing if you can add to them and make them even more amazing, okay? We would really, really love to see these, and we'd perhaps like to put some on the website as well for your friends to see. Okay, so good luck with your challenge. I hope you have a super day, Year 2, and I will see you very soon. Bye.